Hi, my name is Emmett Cooper. I'm the author of the HoneyWord Bible, and we're here today just to show you how simple and easy this idea is. You guys will just grab a seat. This is the Bible right here that I'm going to be talking about. And the way I came to create this Bible was really birthed out of a burden that I have for seeing so much teaching as it relates to children fall on the ground and not be effective. And it really comes from 1 Samuel 3:19, where it says that Samuel grew up and the Lord let none of his words fall to the ground. So if you were to put that in a picture, so much of what I see today in Christian education is kind of like if you took this ball and let it represent the Scriptures, and I'm a teacher, and this target right here is the child's heart. So much of the teaching, when we give it over to the child, does not stick to the heart. And what I've learned that the Lord has opened my heart to is if you take that same round ball message of the Word, so to speak, and just apply a little bit of stick, and I'm explaining to you what that means. Anyone that works with a child at home, church, or school can just simply take that word and aim it towards the child's heart, and it sticks if you use a picture. And that's what HoneyWord's all about. The easiest way for me to explain what the HoneyWord way of learning is for me to appear in front of you right now as Tiger Woods. Can you imagine that? Can you just pretend like I'm turning into Tiger Woods? So if I did, I'd be wearing a hat like this. So what company do I represent when you see that hat? Well, obviously, everybody, you're sitting there saying Nike. And the reason why you're saying Nike is not because the word Nike appears on the hat. It's just that there's this symbol, which is the Nike swoosh. And the reason why this works is not because Nike's smart. It's because they accidentally stumbled onto the spiritual technology of Deuteronomy 6:8 and related passages, where it teaches that if you want a concept to stick, you have to tie it to a symbol. So when you see that symbol, it triggers exactly what you tied to it. That's essentially the concept in a nutshell. If you took the Word of God in this hand and the world of God in this hand, the created universe, you'd have two books by the same author that are designed to be seamlessly used together for any teaching that sticks. And the reason why this is true is because when you go to Colossians 1:15 through 17 and other related passages, what we learn is that God the Father created all things, visible and invisible, to and through and for Jesus the Son. And therefore everything, visible and invisible, can be used to speak to and about the person and work of Christ. So when we're teaching kids the Scriptures, we can either start with the natural world and observe something and then come into the Bible to find its counterpart, or we can start with the Scriptures and then go out into the natural world and find a visualization of what that is. So we got the two books together that will make it stick. Let me give you an illustration. So you go into Psalm 27, for example. It says that even if my mother and father abandon me, the Lord never will, and He'll hold me close. That's the verse in Psalm 27:10. So how do you convey that to a child so that it sticks? Using both books, the natural world and the biblical world. So the lesson I created is, the clicker for that is a rug. So the lesson is, God never sweeps my need for a hug under the rug. So all my lessons rhyme, and they have inside of them a clicker. In this case, it's a rug. So when you think of rug, you think of hug, you think of God's hug, and then you can think of Psalm 27:10. So God never sweeps my need for a hug under the rug. That's starting from the Scriptures and then going out to a clicker. Or you can start with something in the natural world like a grape. You know, how would you go into the Bible and tie a lesson on grapes to some biblical teaching? Well, it turns out that grapes are mentioned in Numbers 13, where they came back from the Promised Land and had a huge bunch of grapes, the two guys holding them on that one pole. And so the lesson I created is, like Caleb, my faith is in grape shape. So that's as simple as it is for HoneyWord. It's a visual method of teaching kids the Bible that makes it click and stick. All you have to do is just add the visual component to the life application concept, aim it towards a child's heart. It clicks and sticks. Thank you.